damn, man. 23 years old. It's your Jordan year.
Yeah, I haven't told many people this yet, but I have been to the chiropractor the last 5 days.
You are old. We've already said this once, and you are just gonna be an old man for the rest of your life now.
Yeah, and I've accepted it. That's just what I've become, and I can't do much about it. I just made my chiropractor appointment again.
What do they say? Father time's undefeated?
Yeah, and he's kicking my butt early.
Well, if you stop eating lunch at Qdoba and go for a run like I just told you to do, maybe you'd be feeling better.
Wouldn't it be that easy? Wouldn't it be that easy, Darren? All right, everybody.
Wait, hold on.
What?
I have to ask, since we're already talking about your birthday, what is the ultimate birthday memory that you have? It could be yours. It could be anyone's.
I think it goes back to, I can't even remember what birthday it was of yours, but you are the least cowboy enthusiastic person I've ever met in my life, and you wanted to have like this cowboy themed birthday party. And I remember
the horses involved too.
And my favorite memory is that we like blindfolded you or something, and Mom and Dad had this garbage bag filled with like leaves or something as a bowl.
Oh,
and like we gave you like a rope to try to fucking like tie or lasso the bowl. And I remember just sitting there, I'm like, oh my God. There's no way.
I think one of my all-time favorite birthday memories. Actually, I don't really remember. It was my 21st birthday. You remember dragging me home from Grandma and Grandpa's after I was out all night?
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
I started screaming and chanting. It was great.
Yeah, you getting like that is a movie in itself.
Yeah, I don't like to drink or anything.
Yeah, not Darren Nicholas, huh?
But
all right,
introduce our guest, man.
Yeah, we have a special guest today.
How we doing, guys? Thanks for having me on the podcast.
This is the voice of the one and only Keegan Carper, who happens to be my roommate.
Yeah, yep, roommates. Not really friends too much, but we kind of work it out. No, I'm kidding. So me and Justin actually we met last year. We were both doing equipment at the time, and I kind of walked in, and my first thought was like, who's this douchebag right here? I'm not gonna lie. Like, we talked about it.
He thinks he's the shit.
Yeah, dude, he does.
Hey, do I get to say in any of this real quick?
No, it's your birthday. We're dogging on
you. Yeah, that's how it works here.
Listen, so this was funny because Keegan and I have talked about like the first time we've met each other.
Oh yeah.
And it was during like a stressful, like we're in the middle of camp, and it is a 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. deal. And I remember like seeing this guy, and like Keegan walks in, he's not doesn't know what to expect, but he is wearing earrings. I look at him, I'm like, this is the guy I make fun of. And then come to find out, like, we become literally best friends.
Yeah, like, I mean, we figured out we were the same exact person pretty much. So, yeah it worked out. I mean,
he kind of reminds me of you, Darren, like 5'2", 5'3".
5'2", I'm 5'8", yeah.
Don't come at us like that.
Oh, dude, I love it. I have that high ground, no pun intended.
What are you, like 6'1", 6 foot?
6 foot on a good day.
Yeah. It's not that big of a difference.
Yeah, it is. Anyways, so Keegan over here, he's from Southwest Michigan, grew up, born and raised there. And when we first started talking, because like when I meet new people, Darren, I don't know about you, but I have to ask him, who do you root for? Right. And so I asked him expecting like a Michigan or a Michigan State or, someone here. This dude goes, Kentucky.
Okay,
what can I say?
explain to us why you're a Kentucky fan.
All right. Well, I mean, it's really not anything that crazy, other than my dad's side of the family was from there. My dad's dad was always just a big Kentucky fan. My dad's a big Kentucky fan. So I really just grew up as a Kentucky fan. But nothing really crazy there. At least I don't think. But
I always thought he was a bandwagon because, you know, like those Kentucky basketball teams, John Wall, Anthony Davis, all those guys, like you don't just randomly become a Kentucky fan.
No, you don't. You gotta. They're definitely bandwagon fans, all of them. I'm just kidding.
I mean, even just rolling into that, like Kentucky's got a big game this week.
they do. They got Tennessee, who knocked off Alabama. But, you know, we had a bye week last week. Will Levis, hopefully, number one prospect, QB prospect in the draft class?
He's definitely up there. This draft class for QBs alone is pretty stout, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Did you know Will Levis likes mayonnaise in his coffee?
You told me that, and that was the weirdest thing I've ever heard in my life.
White people shit.
Yeah.
I have never heard of that in my life.
Oh man.
It just blew me away. And there was a video of it, and I'm like, "There's like, how do you just not throw up?"
I feel like maybe he just mistaked it for creamer one day, you know, and like
he's like, "Damn, this is good."
Right. I feel like that's the only normal way to that.
So I'm just drunk, right, one night, and I'm in Korea, and I come home, and I have a thing of soy sauce and syrup, and I start eating pancakes, but I thought I grabbed the syrup. Well, I was incorrect. I grabbed the soy sauce.
Oh no!
Did I finish it? Of course.
Yeah. You after a couple bites, you're like, "I'm too far in. We can't let these pancakes go."
I'm stubborn.
Oh, I love it.
But yeah, man, Kentucky, Tennessee this week. I think Kentucky plays them close. To be honest with you,
I honestly, you know, I think it'll be a good game. I don't think Alabama is as good as they have been in the past. And
So it kind of showed like a Tennessee is good, but not like
crazy good. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Not
yeah. I feel you.
So, and I think Kentucky likes to keep everything in front. They like to play, you know, too high safety a lot. And Alabama's more just like a man up, like you got your guys got to beat us type situation. I think that's what happened to them. So, I don't know. I'm interested to see how Kentucky does. I mean, they went from 8 to in their 19th now.
Yeah, but also Will Levis was out for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean they're all banged up. So.
Yeah, so it was nice. It was a good bye week for Kentucky for sure to get back, and you know they're heading down a little gauntlet. I mean, obviously the SEC football is arguably the best conference.
Every week.
Right.
Yeah, every week you have the chance to lose.
Right.
And you know,
Talking about losing. Hold on. Talking about losing. You got the damn Pistons losing again.
Oh.
hey,
Man.
listen, okay. I watched the first game and I almost went out and bought NBA championship tickets.
Yeah. We played it so well.
There's, oh no, we suck again. That GIF is that's all that keeps running in my mind.
Bro,
And-
what was it? What was it? The second game we were out here watching it, and you were like, "If he hits his three, I'm just gonna shut it off." Like,
Yeah, the Pistons were like losing by 21 at the time,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, 21 points, it's easy to you can do it
Right.
in the NBA, and then they come down and it hits a three, and I'm like, yeah, I
I
can't.
can't watch it.
I'm going to bed.
Oh, I started pissing my pants.
I had a little hiatus because I was like, I put a little parlay together the first game, and I won like $50. I was like, okay. So here I go again, trusting in the Detroit Pistons, and of course, I get backstabbed.
I mean,
Detroit sports, bro.
all I want for my birthday, if any of Troy Weaver, Brad Holmes, Dan Campbell, Dwayne Casey, Martha Ford, please do something.
And you guys are both Lions fans, right?
We try to be, okay?
I mean, here's the thing: you're always a Lions fan, but then you got the other team you root for. All right.
That's a normal. That's a norm here.
Okay, here's my question for both of you. Jared, this is it for Jared Goff. It's going to be a losing season. And you talk about Will Levis being the top of the prospect board. Do you think, honestly, he could be the answer, or you got Bryce Young, or even Hendon Hooker?
My thing with that is that right now, the first 3-4 games, Jared Goff was not the problem.
You guys have literally the best offense in the NFL. I kid you not, the best offense in the NFL.
I get that, but I don't know what happened. A flip switch. I had him on my fantasy team, and he was top 5, riding top 5 with competing with Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, just last week gets me 3 points.
Well, the injury bug came into play. You had St. Brown hurt. You had DeAndre Swift hurt.
Right, but I don't think a CJ Stroud or Bryce Young or a Will Levis or someone like that comes in and fix any of the Detroit problems in the first 3, 4, 5 years. Just period.
No, I agree with that, but at the same time, out of the 3, I would definitely Will Levis. He's already in a pro style offense.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
He's already changing up, blocking schemes as the play is about to start.
Yeah. No, that's a great point. Is that we can kind of downplay Ohio State quarterbacks all day.
Yeah,
they have great careers in college, and then they get to the pro and they don't pan out.
Yeah,
none of them.
None of them at all. They just don't translate over to the NFL because it's not, unless you play for Cliff Kingsbury,
right,
and you have this air raid attack. But even then, you can see that Kyler and him aren't working.
Yeah.
And then another thing to go along is Darren and I, we've touched on it before. We are huge Tom Brady fans. Always have been. And Darren, I want to hear your scoop on why Tom Brady and the Buccaneers are struggling.
Well, it starts up front for sure. It's bad. Tristan Wirfs, not healthy. They lose 2 centers literally before the first game, and then it's tight end play. They have no tight ends anymore. Receiving core, obviously, Mike Evans is still trugging along, but he's still hurt. It's just one of those things. And then they have the worst rushing attack, which baffles my mind because Leonard Fournette, like him or not, this dude is a workhorse. He was at LSU and comes to Tampa Bay, and last year was fantastic, and this year he alone is trying. It's just, I don't know if it was Bruce Arians behind everything that made everything go, but I don't know. But I will stand by what I said about Tom Brady from our first podcast. Things will turn around. There will be something that switches in that locker room that changes the whole perspective on the season, and it will be Tampa Bay in the NFC Championship game versus the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, as much as that would be amazing.
No, you'd love that.
And Darren would probably have a heart attack before the game even kicks off. But what I think, I'm taking this road less traveled, is Tom Brady's messing with everybody right now. He wants everybody to write him off. And then he's going to come back and win the last 8 games and probably go on the road to either LA or someone like that,
right,
beat them, and then now he's sitting in the NFC Championship, and then we'll revisit cold takes,
right,
about how he's out. So I'm excited.
Man. I really do believe the NFC South is probably the worst conference in the NFC or AFC.
They have 3 backup quarterbacks and then Tom Brady.
Right. So they're going to win. They can easily win their division.
They can't play like they did against Carolina, but yeah. I just think at the end of the day, you can never bet against Thomas Edward Brady.
He's the GOAT. You can't bet against him.
Yeah.
At the same time, I think about it. I mean, I'm like not to use this as too much of an excuse, but like Tom's old. Like the dude is getting old. Like he's still throwing. Like I mean, me and you watch it sometimes. We're like that dude's old and he's still throwing those kind of balls. But
Yeah,
I mean,
that's sick.
it is. I wish I was able to do that.
I mean, he takes really good care of his body in the off season. So I mean, that's
I read the book. TV12.
Me.
Listen. I was overseas. I had nothing but time. I became really proficient at biology for some reason, and the TB12 method. There was a book about biology. I don't know.
and you read it, like all of it.
I'd say 75% of it.
So you're a doctor.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, let's talk about that real quick. So you can't tell me, like watching Grey's Anatomy or something like that, that they are just actors and then they can, like they act like they know what they're talking about and it's so believable that they could be doctors.
I mean, that's fair. Like if they had a script in front of them, I guess. Like,
but you don't, like you're not on screen reading the script.
Okay, okay, true. You got a point there.
Like, I don't know. I think I would trust them with something I'd go to the hospital for.
Okay. We talking like broken arm, like...
Yeah.
Like
I don't know, something like that.
But I'm like, you're not trusting them with open heart surgery, right?
No. I would like somebody that actually gets paid to work on hearts every day.
Right. But like a broken arm, you'd feel okay with it.
I wouldn't be mad about it. I'd be like, well, first of all, I'd be like, hey, like, I like Grey's Anatomy.
Right.
They start using big words. And
so yeah, I trust you 100%. Set my arm back.
What about a stab wound or a gunshot wound?
Well, I mean,
I'm just trying to get the levels of severity and your confidence in the.
Do they have the tools with them?
Yeah.
Maybe.
You might be okay with it, like
if that's my only chance of surviving. Yeah.
Oh, if that was my last chance.
Would you trust me or a paid actor? Mind you, I've went through all of those types of, TCCC, which is like medical care while under like combat stress or whatever. Would you trust me?
Absolutely not.
You would trust me over them guys or no?
No. Because you would low key kind of laugh at some things. You'd be like, oh, he's fat. Like I am bleeding out, and Darren would somehow make fun of me.
Hold up, I am really cool under pressure.
Right, I mean, I've seen the videos where they take the rag, and they get your finger down there, and you. So you ever seen that?
No, I don't know.
Like with the gunshot wound, like
a tourniquet.
No, like to stop the bleeding.
To stop the bleeding, you gotta apply pressure.
You just stuff.
But it's
something
in there. Yeah.
Okay, so let's stay on like controversial topics, right?
No, dear God, here we go.
Yeah.
So Keegan and I make tacos the other night, Darren, right?
I'm listening.
And I am. First of all, they were great tacos.
Oh, delicious.
We did a great job. But he starts talking like about chicken tacos and how they're so good, and I'm like, that's not a taco.
Why is that not a taco?
Because wouldn't that just be a fajita?
No, I think a taco. Anything in a tortilla is considered a taco.
No.
Okay.
So,
no. Okay.
Yeah, let's talk about that. What's a quesadilla?
Yeah.
A quesadilla is something. Well, okay, a taco is never like grilled or pressed. Like a quesadilla is something that is like put under like a griller or something like that and like melted.
Okay. See, but I like there really isn't a difference between a quesadilla and a taco. It was the whole controversy we were having.
That baffles me that you actually think that.
Bro, well, what is the difference? Tell me right now. They're both in tortillas.
Okay. Let me explain. Let me explain my method here. Okay, a quesadilla is like melted cheese, chicken, sauce, whatever, like pressed down together, heated, right?
Right.
A taco is just maybe just the tortilla itself, baked into like a U shape, not baked, but then just ground beef, chicken, and shredded cheese, sour cream, lettuce. And that's it, like to the open air. Like it's not like compressed.
Yeah, so but that is a taco. That is not like a a chicken taco would be like a fajita. It's not a taco. You can't put taco because it's not ground beef in the first place. Like the meat itself, that is what makes it a taco.
So I'm confused, Justin. You don't think it can only be ground beef to be considered a taco?
Yes.
That's what he's saying.
That is exactly what I'm saying.
So you don't believe fish or anything? Do you even like fish in your tacos?
I mean, shout out Pedal Hard Brewing. They do make some good fish tacos.
See, look right there. You just called it a taco.
But
what else?
I'm not saying it's a good. I'm not saying it's right.
But what else would you call it then? A fish what?
Well, they had to come up with a name for it. So whoever created that name did it wrong.
Right, but I'm saying, like, if it's not a fish taco, then what would it be? A fish and a tortilla?
Yeah, I mean, it's simple. It's something simple as that, like a fish fajita.
I'm telling you this. You guys are from Michigan. I live in Tucson, Arizona, which is basically Mexico.
And you are also from Michigan.
But hear me out. Hear me out. I have had the best fajitas, quesadillas, and tacos of all the variety itself, right?
Right.
And I am an expert, so you have to listen to me.
Okay.
I mean, it's tough to argue that.
Right.
But, like, at the same time, like,
But all I'm saying is that, like, there really isn't that big of a difference between chicken tacos and regular tacos and tacos and quesadillas. Like, there's really not something that's, like, outstandingly different from all of those.
Here's a question for both of you. What's your ideal taco put together? Real quick, both of you.
I'll start.
Go ahead, go
It's
ahead.
ground beef.
Okay.
We got some taco seasoning from, like, the Taco Bell. Not from Taco Bell itself, but, like, it was packaged at Walmart. We got that, and I don't think I'll eat another taco without that.
I agree.
Homemade, at least. Sour cream, shredded cheese, a lot of it. A little taco sauce, not much. Don't want to overbear anything. And then, if I'm feeling a little risky, I'll put a little, like, lettuce on it.
That's
Okay.
risky for you.
Keegan?
Mine's basically just pretty simple. A little beef, cheese, some beans, lettuce, maybe some onion in there too. Always gotta have the onion, and then come across with a little lime juice, man. I'm telling you.
Okay, yes.
Mm.
Yes.
That is-
Mine, real quick, shredded chicken. Guac,
Not a
shredded
taco.
cheese,
Not a taco.
sour cream, and then that's it. That's it. That's perfect.
I mean, it sounds good. Like, I would eat it, but it's not taco.
I'm it's taco to me. I count it.
You know what else, like, kind of pisses me off about Keegan, Darren?
What?
He does not like room temperature candy.
Oh, here we go. No, okay. Listen, all I said is that, like, cold candy is better than room temperature candy.
What kind of cold candy? are you
Like
eating?
a Reese's. Like, I put my Reese's in the
Freezer.
freezer. Yeah.
That's sick.
Are you gonna put a Tootsie Roll in the freezer?
No, absolutely not. But
So it's
like
just
a
a
Reese's or like
Or any?
a Kit Kat freezer, bro.
That is weird.
Thank you. Dude, my jaw dropped when I heard that the first time.
Bro, but have you ever tried it?
Yes, I've had cold candy before.
Oh, I'm talking about a Reese's in a freezer.
No, I don't want to lose a tooth because I bit down
You
on
won't lose a tooth.
cold-ass Reese's.
All right, you're just gonna keep knocking until you try it. That's all I'm saying.
Justin, do you remember that when I cracked my tooth on a piece of licorice at Nikki's house?
Yeah, I
Oh, dude.
Worst day of my life.
Bro, you gotta give us some more background than that.
Listen, we're sitting there, and I literally have not ate a single thing all day, and we're just sitting there watching a game or whatever, and our Aunt Nicole loves her licorice. She's like, "Hey, you want a piece?" I was like, "Yeah, it's kind of hard though." I was like, "Okay." So I'm just sitting there in the chair, and I take one bite, and I can feel my tooth just split into two. I sat there, and I looked at Justin, I was like, "I need help."
like I'm gonna do something about it.
Right.
I was like, "I'm in so much pain right now."
His tooth was literally just cracked down the middle.
Oh, geez.
Oh my god! And that was the same night. That was the same night. We're all sleeping out in the living room, just kind of like together, or whatever. Not weird, right?
Thank you for that information.
We're sitting there, and in the middle of the night, I had a Mountain Dew next to me, and our cousin spits in a can of Mountain Dew because he chews tobacco.
No, I'll throw Darren. I'll throw up. Don't, Darren. I'll throw up.
It was one of the. I go and I just rolled over. I was like, oh, I see my Mountain Dew. So I grab it and I just take one swig and I swallow. And immediately I stand up. I'm looking. I just stare out the window because I know what just happened. And I was like, my life's over. My life is over. I walked into the kitchen. I literally just started throwing up.
Dude, Keegan had to run away. He couldn't listen. Oh, dude. Oh, dude, that is disgusting. I don't know if I could ever. No. Mountain Dew's out the window for the rest of my life.
See, but, okay, that's the type of memory that keeps me up at night.
We're getting into what keeps us up at night. Here we go. Listen. Just think about this for a second. I'll literally just be laying there staring at the ceiling, and I'll be like, there was a first person to do something. Everything. Do you guys know what I'm trying to say right now?
No, yeah, I got you. I mean, we were talking about this a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there was a first, like, who picked up, and this is just me because I like to smoke a little bit. Who was the first person that smoked weed and was like, damn, this shit is nice? Or any of that, dude.
Yeah, like, what is the outcome of me doing this?
Right, like, who went through, like, the process to, like, do that?
I thought the same thing.
You know, no, wait, just a sec. Mine is just dumb simple. Like, there was a first person that sat in a chair before.
Right.
That's kind of weird. There was a first person that put on shoes, drank a bottled water, used a pen. I could go on and on, but that is, I don't know, man. That just sticks with me.
I kind of offer that, like, it really like got to me the other night. I was thinking about, are there more wheels or doors in the world?
Oh, that's a big conversation.
That literally kept me up. I was like, oh my god, because then I started thinking about think about everyone that's dead in a coffin that has two doors, right?
Is that considered a door though?
Yes, it's 100. It's on hinges.
Oh.
So anything on hinges is considered a door. Yeah, I go door 100%.
You'd go door 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
I might go wheels.
Why?
A desk chair.
That's
okay.
But even like, you know, I don't even know what I'm drawing a blank on them. But what you open and close, like
file cabinets or
the file cabinets, they have wheels.
Some of them do, yeah.
Or where do you put your clothes? What is that called? A dresser.
Oh, yeah.
Like to pull out your dresser, you have wheels on those. I don't know, Dan. What do you think?
That's a tough one. I couldn't even come to a conclusion. I wanted to believe doors, but then, like you said, the little things that have like little wheels everywhere got to me.
But here's the thing.
Darren's sweating. He wakes up. His bed is drenched in sweat
right now. I'm stressing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: is I'm gonna go to bed and I'm literally gonna be thinking about this tonight.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have another conversation about this.
Oh, absolutely.
I need some advice. So, Justin, you know I hate photos, right?
Yeah. Darren absolutely hates photos. Will make the biggest complaint about getting his photo taken.
Right.
So, in about a couple hours, I'm about to do these couple photos, professionally done. And I told my loving girlfriend, I was like, I don't know how to take photos. Do you guys have any advice for me?
I mean that's fair. I mean, I'm not that photogenic either. But
I recently just started using my teeth while I smile.
Yeah, same. I mean, I think it's something funny, I guess, man.
Yeah, I mean, if it's like a genuine laugh, I think it would turn out well.
Right. I'm sweating bullets. I just don't want to let her down.
Right.
Hey, so what, man? It's just, I mean, if you just think of something funny, I don't know what makes you laugh.
Okay, here's the thing, though. She's got all of her clothes picked out. I haven't. I literally have nothing. I'm letting her pick out what I wear.
I mean, that's a smart move.
I was gonna say you can't go wrong there.
Yeah.
They're not gonna. Nothing can come back and bite you in the butt.
Right. But hey, man, Justin, it's your birthday. You about to go out tonight? You gonna have a drink or two?
I don't think so. We're just gonna have a chill day. You know, I've already been to the chiropractor, went into work a little bit, got some lunch with Keegan over here, and then film a podcast, and then our family's coming down tonight. We're gonna go out to dinner, probably have a drink or two there, and come back, and that's really it. Just kind of have a chill night.
See, that's where you and I are different. Keegan, you sound like a partier, man, and we got to celebrate our birthdays together because Justin's a Debbie Downer sometimes.
I mean, well,
I find the little things in life okay. That's it.
That's
There's nothing. I don't need to go above and beyond. Like I can sit in my chair, with the people I love around me, and just kind of chill. That's just what I like to do.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, Darren, is I'm like on both ends of the spectrum. I'm like either I'm not partying at all, or if I go out and party, like get the fuck out of my way. Like just watch out. So
I can contest to that. I'm a wanderer, and I just don't know when to stop.
yeah, that's my issue too.
I mean, even I went and visited Darren in Arizona. What is it, 2 years ago now? And we go downtown Tucson. We're having a great time, and Darren starts buying shots after shots after shots. And I'm like, he's not a big person.
Right.
He probably drank his body weight in alcohol. And it was to the point where we took over some homeless people's drum set and playing drums, and Darren's dancing in the background. And then I kid you not, he would walk up to every living, breathing woman and say, "Hey, you look like Halsey."
I remember you telling me that.
In my defense, no, I did not want to pick them up or anything like that. I just don't know why. I thought every girl looked like Halsey.
And that was the end of the conversation. They just stand there and be like, "Thank you." And he just kind of stand there, look at him for a second, and just turn around and walk away. I was like, "There's no way."
My confidence level is on 100.
Oh, mine always is too.
The liquid courage, huh?
Yeah, and then you realize you're like, why did I just do that?
I barely woke up the next day.
Barely woke. Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. If this gets 100 likes on Facebook, we will release the video of Darren dancing in the background with the homeless people's drum set.
Please,
you're willing to do that?
Yeah, I'll be all right with it.
All right, you guys heard it here first. Hey, everybody! Thank you for listening to Two Brothers, One Podcast. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you guys on the next episode.
Let's thank Keegan too. Thank Keegan for coming on.
Yeah, for
thanks
sure.
For having me, guys.
We'll definitely bring Keegan back on a couple times. We have a lot of stories to share.
Too many.
Awesome. Happy birthday, Justin.
Thank you.